Excuse me! Roll call! People going to they're gonna go and fight against Israel. You feel that strongly? Go and fight them. We can put you on a plane, a CH-17, whatever they call it, and you can go and fight against the Israelis. How good's that? You feel so strong that you give up your Saturday. Go and fight them. Go and fight them. Look at the flag as well. That's excuse me. What's your name? Oh, you probably. Why not? Why can't I exercise my free speech? Hey, say again. Yeah, I'm listening to it. But do you have any input into? No, I'm not going away. I want to stay here. So I move from here. You grab me, you arrest me, and you take me away from my intention, which is to tell these people what they're doing is wrong, morally wrong. Now, if you don't want to do that, then you can take me away by force. But I'm not leaving these people. I've not broken the law. I've told these people what they're doing is wrong. Now, whether you like it or not, I know you're getting a call from the office. Yeah? I'm under arrest.
And he's been arrested. What's he been arrested for, officer?
What's he been arrested for? What's he been arrested for? They arrest people because they speak out. They speak out when something's wrong. What am I arrested for? A breach of peace. However, a breach of peace. So from the transition between the crowd and you, there was no breach of
prevent the breach of the peace.
We didn't listen to the police wanting him to do something. Hurty word.
This is ignorant. It's free. I know you don't like the idea of it, but this country is free. People have died. People have protected it for generations. It is free. Absolutely free.
You'll be free soon.
Right, guys, just take a step back. Right, take a step back, please. While the officers are doing the job, please. Can you take a step back?
I am back.
Take a step back.
I am
from
back.
your pasture, or I'll end up knocking into you then, won't I?
You just did already. You've done it 4 times.
Well, let's take a step back, please.
No, you pushed me straight away.
Nicely, good words. I don't need to watch what I'm saying. I'm talking to you like you work.
So it's a breach of peace to speak to people if you have a different opinion.
My taxpayer money goes towards funding.
Can we give us some space, please? I'm asking nicely.
I don't care. My stuff.
Just a bit further more. Yeah, I think they're going to have to step back a bit. Thanks. Do you want to stand on the pavement? You are on the road. Yeah, stand on the pavement, not on the road.
No, but we're going to
move you out
This
the
is
road.
what happens when you speak out.
On the pavement, you are right. On the pavement, you are all right.
We're part of the highway.
You are
Part of the highway.
No, you're not part of the highway. You're on the pavement. On the pavement.
I'm an Englishman and I'll die one.
This is still a road. Yeah, this is
I
still
love
a road.
you.
On the pavement.
That was an English woman there. God bless you.
Using a vehicle as a weapon.
We're not football now, you know.
As a weapon. Thank you very much. Have you got all of these guys?
I mean, I was miles away, and then he's going, "Oh, you're on the road." I'm allowed to stand on the road.
That's fine.
He's an idiot.
These guys,
So this guy's a moron. We are letting him do the job.
You must have road tax if you stand on the road.
Yeah, I pay my road tax.
Yeah.
4 times over, mate. 4 times over, I pay that road tax.
What have you been arrested for?
Been arrested for speaking out against people.
On the level, right? You know what I mean? I'm trying to stay out of the way, right? And so forget that bit. I'll come back out. a breach of the peace, is that a non-recordable offence? And once the breach is over, you get the arrest. Is that right?
I think he's now been arrested for public disorder. We've been asked to do something multiple times, and he's not done it. He believes intoxicated. He's going to be arrested for public disorder. We've asked him to stay out of the crowd because we think he's trying to recognise people. He's not willing to do that. He's not given us a genuine reason as to why. We've answered these questions. We've explained why these people have the right to their opinion and their free speech, like everybody else, and he's not listening. So we're arrested for public disorder.
But am I right in thinking that's what the breach of the peace is, though? Am I right with that?
Yeah, the breach of the peace has to be there.
Okay,
No breach of the peace.
so it's non-recordable, and then you get later on, you get the arrest.
Still arrested.
A patriotic British man in Leeds was arrested today after he confronted a pro-Palestine protest in the city centre, asking demonstrators if they would prefer to take their chants and drums to Palestine and fight there themselves. Eyewitnesses described the man, who has not yet been named publicly, as calm but direct as he approached the rally near the main shopping district, questioning the demonstrators about their allegiances and the implications of their loud, drum-led chants in support of Gaza. Leeds, like many cities across the UK, has seen a surge in pro-Palestine demonstrations in recent months, often featuring drum circles, chants of "From the River to the Sea," and displays of Palestinian flags. Critics argue these protests can blur the line between expressing solidarity with civilians in Gaza and veering into support for Hamas, a designated terrorist organization in the UK. Police say the arrest was made to prevent an escalation of tensions, but civil liberties groups and free speech advocates have raised concerns about what they see as selective policing that targets British citizens challenging divisive rhetoric in public spaces. "This is becoming a pattern," said one local activist, "where patriotic Brits are silenced while radical elements march freely, sometimes with chants that intimidate others and call for violence abroad." The arrest is already fueling debate over the state of free speech and public order policing in the UK, particularly as tensions surrounding the Israel-Gaza conflict continue to spill into British streets. Home Secretary James Cleverly has previously warned that protests crossing into support for terrorism will not be tolerated, but defining that boundary in practice has proven complex. While the man's exact charges remain unclear, many online are calling for his immediate release, framing the incident as yet another example of ordinary Britons being silenced for standing up against extremism. Others, however, argue that any confrontation at a protest risks inflaming tensions and that police are right to step in when there is a risk of violence.
Great to see you. Thank you for joining us. How many migrants will be sent back under your one in, one out scheme?
Well, we'll develop the pilot over time, but it's a really important groundbreaking agreement, and it's been reached because for the last 6-7 years, while we've had this small boats chaos underway, no one has been returned to France. It's not been possible to return anyone to France. So this means for the first time, we will be returning people who have arrived on these dangerous small boats. I think, frankly, that is the right principle. It's the right thing to do. We will start operationalising it. We will build and expand it, and the numbers will vary from week to week. So we will do that step by step, and that's why we're not fixing the numbers at this point that will be covered by the pilot.
So, Yvette, you can guarantee that we will see a decline in numbers of people coming across the channel?
Well, frankly, no one should be making these dangerous boat journeys across the channel. So, of course, we set out as part of our plan for change, our determination to reduce the number of these dangerous boat crossings, to go after the criminal gangs who are undermining our border security and putting lives at risk as well. So we need to do that not just through the returns arrangements that we've set out yesterday, but also through the change that France has now committed to make to their maritime rules, so they can intervene in French waters. As we know, their rules have prevented that happening. And that's why we've seen some of those disgraceful scenes, people climbing onto the boats in shallow waters, really dangerous overcrowding of boats that then undermine border security as well. Sorry, Dawn.
Sorry to interrupt. We saw 700 crossing yesterday. Will this scheme stop those boats coming over?
Well, we need a combination of the returns that we've talked about, alongside the 30,000 we have returned since the election to countries all over the world, and also the stronger law enforcement, and also the action within French waters, and also the action here in the UK against illegal working here in the UK that criminal gangs
Yvette,
often
I'm not
use as
hearing
a
a
way.
yes or a no here, though. Will it stop the boats coming over here?
So the whole purpose of what we're doing is to bring down these dangerous boat crossings, because we think no one should be making those boat crossings. What we did say, what the Prime Minister said yesterday, is there's no single silver bullet, whether it's about this new returns agreement, which frankly I think is the right thing to do, or any of the other measures that we're talking about. We've seen 6 years of people claiming that one single thing, particularly the previous government claiming one single thing, or opposition parties claiming one single thing, is going to solve it. What we need is a comprehensive approach that looks across the board.